From what I understand, is there chat happening?
Yeah. Any good questions, we'll throw
I can't see it on my phone at all.
Gotcha. If you see any good questions, we'll throw them your way.
Okay, cool. Thanks, guys. So our producer's gonna say your questions.
And you should ask if there's any questions.
You guys, is there any questions anyone has so far? Anything that we have opinions on? I mean, hell, guys, give me some of their thoughts. Is somebody telling me I'm wrong and stupid?
Not yet. We'll let you know. You're wrong and stupid.
Thanks, Ryan. I appreciate that. So guys, let us know if there's anything that you guys want to know more about. I've been looking at these cards for several weeks now, so I've got a pretty good idea of what is going to be good, what's going to be bad. So yeah, just let me know if you have any questions or any comments. Call me stupid if you want.
Someone said you're doing great.
Oh, I appreciate that. So yeah, no, just let me know what's going on, what you're thinking about, and remember that Selfless Hero is an amazing card. I like that card a lot, and I'm a big fan of Paladin, so I think that's going to be very, very strong. And also having a Paladin 1-drop that gives Divine Shield is
okay,
quite nice.
I like the last card you opened up, the 1 mana.
Yeah, the 2-1 that's Selfless.
Yep.
Yeah, I think that card's quite strong. Battlefin Tidehunter, we've already discussed this guy, but 2 mana for basically 3/2 worth of stats, and the Ooze has Taunt. The 1/1 Ooze has Taunt. This is going to be really strong in Murloc, assuming Murloc makes a return, which I'm not that stoked about, but hey, what are you going to do? Bog Creeper, again, very good, very good in Arena, not so great elsewhere. Hooded Acolyte, again, this is the 93rd Hooded Acolyte I've opened so far, so that's great. Faceless Behemoth. If you don't have any other bombs in Arena, it's not a bad option. But I want to see more for a 10-mana constructed card. All right, so moving on to Thing from Below. Once again, costs 1 less for each totem you summon this turn or summon this game. It's not great. It's not terrible either. All right, moving on. Alright, so we got an epic in this pack, but no rare. Twisted Worgen, again, really like that card. I think it's cool. Shatter, amazing. Still, 2 mana removal is like crazy in this game. Spawn of Inzoth, again, solid. If you have just like a ton of minions on the board, it's pretty good, but it's only good. Its value depends on how many minions you're able to make it onto the board at any given time. All right, Darkshire Councilman, again, don't really like this card. I think it's too clunky to really see a lot of play, but hey, what do I know? Arena might be pretty solid, considering that Arena is definitely a sort of minion-focused format. All right, our epic is Eternal Sentinel. It's a 2-mana 3/2 Battlecry. Unlock all of your overloaded mana crystals. This guy is crazy. The burn spell that I'm spacing on the name of, I'm sure chat will yell at me and tell me what it is. It's that card's already insane. This guy's a 2-mana 3/2, so that body is already pretty solid. So yeah, expect to see a ton of Eternal Sentinels in Shaman decks that are focused more towards Overload and that are focused towards value. Having 4 cards in your deck that unlock overloaded mana crystals is going to be extremely strong. Shaman's gonna. I foresee, because of this card, Shaman is going to be extremely strong in Standard going forward, especially because you have basically 2 of them now. What's that card called? Flame something or other. I'm spacing on the name at this point because that's what I do. I forget what names are of everything. If you guys haven't figured that out already. So we've got 4 commons and a rare in this pack. Polluted Hoarder, we've already discussed him. Twilight Flamecaller, once again, is a pretty solid early game card for sort of a control-focused mage deck. 1 damage to all enemy minions. It's Arcane Explosion. 3 mana for a 2/2 with Arcane Explosion attached. Not great, but not terrible either. It's good card value. Not great mana value. Tentacle of Inzoth, Death Rattle deal. It's a 1 mana 1/1 Death Rattle, deal 1 damage to all minions. I'm not really sure what the place of this card is. At first glance, it seems pretty strong. But if it's going to be 1 mana 1/1, typically you're going to be 1 mana 1/1. You're going to want to focus more towards the early game. However, it's definitely more of a control card. So perhaps in Warrior it could see some play, but other than that, I'm not convinced. Same against Darkness. Once again, this is worst muster for battle. Not great. Shifting Shade. It's a 4-mana 4/3 Death Rattle. Copy a card from your opponent's deck and add it to your hand. This card is extremely strong. Anytime that you get to steal a card from an opponent, it's going to be really strong because obviously if they're good, they're going to have good cards. So that card is extremely high value, and 4-mana 4/4/3 isn't a great body, but it's pretty solid. All right, what is this, pack number 25? We're just about halfway there, almost.
You're doing great, Taylor.
Woo!
Yeah,
who do we got in the chat here? Everyone introduce yourselves, talk to each other. I can't see you, but actually, I mean, you know what? I can pull up my laptop and see what happens here. Before we open up this next pack.
We have 8,300 viewers right now.
Wow, hi guys. That's a lot of you. That seems rather high.
Ian Torney likes our resolution.
Why are you guys telling me all this stuff? Now I'm all nervous.
Do you have performance anxiety?
No, yeah, of course. I've got stage fright here. So yeah, I have gotten no legends so far. This is 25 packs in, not a single legend, which is kind of rough, but that's okay.
Can I ask you a quick question?
Yeah, by all means.
So Cthulhu, does he seem like it's something you can do with these 50 packs?
With this
halfway through,
I think I could put, depending on what else pops up here, I definitely could foresee a really strong Cthulhu deck coming out of this. But it really remains to be seen what the meta happens. Cthulhu cards tend to be pretty high value to start off, so I think that it's going to be a really strong format. I'm really excited to see what the pros and what sort of the deck makers are able to put together in terms of like which classes are going to be using Cthulhu most effectively. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Cool. I'm really excited about it. Yeah, man. Of course. Let's move on to the next pack here. We got Hooded Acolyte. Once again, 4,000th Hooded Acolyte I've drawn so far. Darkshire Alchemist. Again, 5 mana for 4/5, restore 5 health. Pretty solid, but not the all-time greatest. Polluted Hoarder. I think I may have drawn an equal number of Polluted Hoarders than Hooded Acolyte, so I'm excited to disenchant those. Aberrant Berserker. Again, this guy will get his Enrage off almost every single time. However, 4 mana for what basically amounts to a 5/4 isn't the all-time best. It's okay. Good in Arena. Doomcaller. Okay, 8 mana for a 7/9. Battlecry. Give your Cthulhu +2/+2, and if it's dead, shuffle it into your deck. This is the anti-removal card for Cthulhu. Your Cthulhu dies, and it pops right back into your deck. Kind of great, kind of awesome. I'm pretty into this guy. If you're running Cthulhu, it's definitely a good option for you. Yeah, no, I'm not having great luck this time around. I wish I could open up a legendary, especially considering that this is my personal account. So that's fun. All right, let's go. Let's take a look here. All right, I've got 2 rares in this pack. Still no legendaries. Primal Fusion again. Give one minion +1/+1 for each one of your totems. Those are totems in play. Those are not totems summoned, or not totems or anything like that. So this guy could get strong, but who knows? All right, Hooded Acolyte. Hooded guys. Is this like Hooded Acolyte the card pack? Like, am I guaranteed to Hooded Acolyte in every single pack? I'm not a huge fan. Bladed Cultist again. I really like this card. It's a great little 1-drop. Super elegantly designed. I really like this guy. All right, so we got Forbidden Ritual up next. So it's 0 mana. Spend all of your mana. Summon that many 1/1 tentacles. You're not going to want to spend more than 7 mana on this card because you can only have 7 minions on the board. So it's a little weird to be able to like, unless I don't know, maybe they're stacking tentacles. I haven't checked. I haven't played this card, but I doubt it. So yeah, I mean it's a good little board filler. Again, it's more of a mana curve fixer. It's you can cast it at any time for any amount of mana and it'll always do something. So it's fine. I mean you can cast it for 0 mana and not get any tentacles if you really want to. If you just want to drop a card, why not? It's a Warlock card, so you can't really combo it with Rogue decks, but whatever. Speaking of Rogue decks, Journey Below, discover a Death Rattle card for 1 mana. This guy is crazy. The absolute value, 1 mana for drawing a card isn't super great value, but for the fact that you know it's going to be a Death Rattle, you know you're going to get value out of it. This card is very, very, very strong, especially in Rogue where you want a bunch of cheap spells. Very strong. I really like that card. Would you guys quit answering the questions in chat before I get a chance to look at them?
I'm trying one step ahead.
You guys, my social people and producers are too good for me. Feral Rage, again, very, very solid. Both options are very strong. And if you get the Druid Legendary, which I have not gotten yet because I haven't gotten any Legendaries, it will be even stronger. Infested Tauren, again, worst Sludge Belcher. Not the best, not the worst. Shadow Word Horror, that's the 3rd one of those I have gotten so far, and it is still strong regardless, so I get to get a little bit of dust for that. Spreading Madness, another one, I think that's the 3rd one of those as well. Again, the YOLO removal that Warlock loves so much, and Warlock, YOLO direct damage to you or the enemy. Rallying Blade, we've already discussed this one as well. It gives +1/+1 to your minions with Divine Shield, so that's a good time. Oh wow, almost 7.8k viewers. Hi guys. Hello everyone. Hope you guys are having a great time watching me open up packs in low quality. Because we have an iPhone camera here. That's always fun. Facebook is really great, guys. I like it. All right, so we got Tentacle of Inzoth. Again, I'm not really sure thematically what the point of this card is, considering it's a fast creature that drops really quickly, but it also has sort of a controlled tendency. It seems that the servers are getting a little slammed at the moment, so a lot of people are having a hard time getting logged in. We logged in like as soon as it announced, so it's kind of, we've just sort of been sitting here. I'm a little afraid to even leave the card pack opening section just for logout's sake, because I really want to get in and try to build a couple decks here. Power Word Tentacles is give up minion +2/+6. Once again, it is worst Valen's Chosen. I do not like that card. I think it's overpriced for what it is. Darkshire Librarian. It's a golden one of these. It's a 2-mana 3/2 Battlecry. Discard a random card. Death Rattle. Draw a card. Okay, so 2 mana to discard a card for a 3/2 is not great value. However, when it dies, you draw a card. This card is great in Warlock. This is cycling 101. I mean, discard a random card. That's kind of a bummer, but Warlocks love to just go through cards to find what they need to find. So this is card game 101. More cards you draw, the better space you'll be in. So this guy is a great little trader. Again, trader, not traitor. Depending on what random card gets discarded, I guess you could be a traitor too. But I think that this guy is extremely strong. It's a great little aggro card. Really cool design. And any time that you're going to get to draw cards for a minion dying is always a good time. Mark of a Charge, we've drawn a bunch of those as well, or pulled a bunch of those as well. Give a minion +2/+2. If it's a beast, draw a card. Anytime you're cycling for a buff is pretty solid, and 2 mana for 2/2 for 4 stats isn't amazing, but it's not terrible either. Cult Sorcerer. This is a 2 mana 3/2 spell damage +1. After you cast a spell, give your Cthulhu +1/+1. This is awesome in Mage Cthulhu decks. So this guy is solves the problem of that mages always have, which is, what am I going to play on turn 2? Mages have always had sort of solid turn 2s, but not great. This guy is awesome in Cthulhu, if you're going to be running your Cthulhu mage deck. The 1-2 is for our producer, by the way.
Thank you.
Ryan says thank you for all to all of chat for putting up with this. Ravaging Ghoul, 3 mana for a 3/3, deal 1 damage to all other minions. Again, very solid. I think it's gonna be really good in warrior decks. So expect to see a lot of that. Spawn of N'Zoth, we've already talked about him. A Light in the Darkness, discover minion +1/+1. Again, Paladin's Unstable Portal, very strong. Fiery Bat, I'm glad to have a second one of these because I'm a jerk who likes to play Face Hunter at low ranks. So this guy is going to be very strong in Face Hunter. I really wish you could choose where the target damage, but then it would be strictly better than Elven Archer, which is a bad card, but hey, what are you going to do? Disciple of Cthulhu, again, so 3 mana for 2/1, deal 2 damage, give your Cthulhu +2/+2. 3 mana for 2/1 with 2 damage stacked on top of it is already pretty solid. Give your Cthulhu +2/+2 wherever it is, because that's how Cthulhu works typically. That card's, it's solid. It's gonna be good in Cthulhu. I wish the stats. I wish it was a 2/2. I feel like it'd be a little bit better if it was a 2/2. But hey, what are you gonna do? Somebody's declaring that Rogue Cthulhu is gonna be the best.
I won't argue that.
All right, let's see what we got here. All right, so guys, we still don't have a legendary, shockingly. How many packs in am I? It's coming up on 30, I think. Well, we might be well over 30 at this point. I don't know. I've lost track because this is a lot of packs. So we got Usher of Souls. So it's a 5 mana 5/6. Whatever. If any minion dies, give your Cthulhu +1/+1. Again, it's gonna be okay. Might be see playing Warlock Cthulhu. Bog Creeper, again, great in Arena, not great anywhere else. Polluted Hoarder. Oops. A second polluted Hoarder.
Are you flustered?
I'm flustered. Does anyone have a beer? Can I? It's not with all these polluted hoarders.
5 o'clock somewhere.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere, man. Spreading Madness again. I'm drawing all kinds of spreading madness in my rare slot, which I'm not crazy about because I want to fill out the rest of my rare slots. Oh, we're well over 30 cards or 30 packs, or not well over. We're 1 over 30 packs. This is 32, I believe. If my math is correct. I'm a writer and a video personality, right? Something like that. So I don't do math. This is the moral of the story. We got another epic in here. Primal Fusion, it's okay. Not great. Grotesque Dragonhawk. I'm on record for saying this card is good in draft, but there are cards that are very similar that are not also good in Arena. So I could be stupid. Zealous Initiate, again, solid little 1-drop. Gonna be great for Arena, great in sort of slightly slower aggressive decks. Possessed Villager. Do you guys want Zoo to come back? Because this is how you get Zoo to come back. Lots of high value, low mana minions. So that's what this guy is. He's a very, very, very solid 1-drop for Warlock. Alright, so we got Cyclopean Horror. It's 4 mana for a 3/3 taunt. Battlecry, gain +1 health for each enemy minion. This guy is a little bit too situational for my tastes. It's really good against sort of minion heavy aggro decks, but I'm not convinced that it's gonna be terribly great elsewhere. It could, when it works awesome. It's gonna be really strong against sort of guys that have full boards constantly. But I'm not sure the 1 health is going to be really enough to really push it over the top to be included in every deck. Maybe a 1 of in some more control heavy decks, especially if there's more aggro on the ladder than we're typically seeing. Also, I don't know if you guys notice all this goop that pops up whenever you drop a pack into the thing and then open it up. They're really going thematic here. It's a little gross. Not a fan. Oh, there's a legendary. Woohoo! Well, it took us what, 33, 34 packs?